Morning. Hello.
Hey,
How are you doing this morning?
pretty good. How you doing?
Are you coming to come talk to me?
Yeah, obviously.
All right. Well, let me put the sign down. Do you mind if I record our interaction?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Hey, just so you know, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay, you're on federal property.
Yep.
Okay. And you understand with that sign that you're in violation.
I am conducting an act of protest, demonstration, and civil disobedience all rolled up into one today. Yep. And the reason I'm doing that is because I should not have to ask my government or my VA if I can protest my VA. It is a violation of my
You're
First
right.
Amendment right.
It's okay for you to protest. You're right.
Mhm.
Just not on federal installation.
You know, I don't believe the First Amendment ever specified that. And if anyone ever changed that to specify on that it can't be done on federal land, I bet you the government was behind it. So, this is part of a national day of protest. No, absolutely none. None whatsoever. I do have a card in my pocket. Can I grab one for you? It'll tell you a little bit more about what's going on. We have.
ID on you?
I do. We're doing this because of all the suicides you're having, where vets come and blow their heads off in your parking lots. So that apparently no one seems to be making a big enough stink about.
I'm not aware of that happening. Here.
Well, one happened in Tampa Tuesday.
Okay. Can I see your ID, please, sir?
Sure. Anyway, this is a national day of protest. There are veterans all over the country that have arranged to do this today, so I am not alone. I am, however, one of few who is demonstrating and performing an act of civil disobedience.
In fact, I know you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was here last year and I did one of the town hall meetings,
I know.
and me and Director Krumberger, we had a very intense moment.
Yeah, I was here for that.
Yeah, she knows I do stuff like this, but she knows that I can be reasonable and, I'm not a harm to anybody.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're being harmful.
So, I'd actually like to talk to her or either, what's his name, Herringstead?
Who's that?
Mr. Herringstad. He's the public affairs officer upstairs. So either him or Director Krumberger, I could probably get talked off of here if I could have like 10, 15 minutes of Director Krumberger's time. If the public affairs officer wants to come down here, we could probably bicker back and forth about the legality of this, but he's not really the person I want
I
to.
don't know if they're going to do that,
Probably not.
but they might if you actually go to an office and sit down.
Yeah, well,
But
you know,
can't speak for them.
I kind of want them to know that I really mean business, that all the vets that I'm a part of
Oh, we can see that you're
really mean
you're
business.
chained up to the
Y-
flagpole.
Yeah. I mean, I actually have to call someone to cut myself off of here. So if you guys really want to remove me, you're going to have to get a pair of bolt cutters.
Well, I mean, we have them.
I know. I figured you
Do you want
would.
us to? I mean,
You know,
I just soon go talk about it instead of. do it.
you know, my goal was to be here until I either A, have to use the bathroom, and call my friend to come get me, or I get tired, it gets too hot, or, I pass out all my cards to give. But I have about 150, 200 of those, so it might take a while.
Okay.
So I'm fully aware of what's going to happen. If you have to cite me or arrest me, that's fine. I do intend to take it to court, and I do intend to fight the whole legality of violating First Amendment rights of veterans, people who have fought to defend that right. So if you're going to wait out my resolve, you'd be waiting a long time.
Okay.
So, but I am not going to be violent. But I'm not going to be cooperative. I'm not going to give you any reason to be forceful with me or anything like that. I have PTSD, so I have issues if people touch me in an aggressive manner anyway. So we can avoid that. I can be civil, and we can walk through all of this. So, it's not that big of a deal. And I don't want it to be. I would just soon just sit here, hand out the information to the vets that come up and ask, and try to get them on the page, because we've been helping a lot of vets with their problems, claims issues, and and other
We
issues.
can check that out.
So,
I don't know what that's on the phone. Oh, okay. So, two issues here. Obviously, you know that you're chained up to the flagpole.
yep.
Second to that, though, you're actually filming other veterans who do have a right to privacy.
Right. Well, right now, my focus is more to film our interaction, and that's
I can tell
for
you
us.
right now, our interaction is going to be the same way.
That's for safety. I know. Okay. Well, it's for posterity. You know, it's for record. Whatever. You know.
Okay.
This is probably the safest way for me to do something like this because I didn't know what kind of officers I'd be running into today.
Well, we're not going to take force against you to try to harm you.
Okay.
We just want to make sure that we're protecting everybody's rights, especially the other veterans.
Absolutely. Yep. All right. But you do realize that I have to record this until the moment you take me into custody.
And that's fine.
Okay.
You're going to do what you're going to do. I can't change what you want to do.
That
Once we figure this out.
I think we have an agreement. Now, you know, Director Krumberger can just let this day happen. I know it's going to be uncomfortable and embarrassing, but you know, we're veterans. We're uncomfortable 365 days a year because of all the crap that goes on. So, you know, I'm sure Secretary McDonald knows about this. I know there are other VA directors all over the country, starting on the East Coast, that know about it already. And, you know, we're kind of hoping that you'll just give us this day to speak our mind, have our freedom of speech, and get our message out. One day.
No one's disputing that.
I know.
Everyone wants you to
Well,
have freedom of speech.
I'm just telling you what the goal was.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's, that was it.
Where else are you going to be doing that?
What's that?
You said there's a group of you.
They're all over. I mean, it's kind of ragtag. There might be one or two at one hospital. If it's a really dense area, it might be 3 or 5 all over today. Most of them are going to be off VA campus, carrying signs and doing the, you know, nice legal thing. There will be very few of us that are actually taking steps like this. But the leader of our Facebook group actually asked about protesting, as you're supposed to, because the director has that authority, and the response from the VA was to call law enforcement and imply that he was setting up a suicide by cop situation, and it really kind of pissed off a lot of those veterans. We found it very unsafe, and
Obviously, suicide by cop, nobody wants.
and that's exactly not how he presented it. So law enforcement luckily didn't buy into it. Once they found out what was going on, they were kind of pissed. So, you know, I mean, the VA doesn't give us much options. They say you have to ask permission, and then they tell us no. I can't hand out cards in the VA to recruit vets to help them, but, you know, people can sell ice cream for $1.50. You know? Westboro Baptist Church can protest our funerals, dance on our graves, and that's protected free speech. But we cannot protest our government directly, bring our argument right to their doorstep, as we should be entitled to, as what we defended to be able to. So today we're either going to play this out where I get to do my thing, or you guys are going to have to cite me and arrest me.
I think you're doing your thing.
I am. Well, I'm not holding up my sign. That was part of it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not handing out any cards because, you know, with you guys all around me, no one else is going to walk up here.
Okay.
So,
Oh, okay, yeah. Hang tight for me 1 second, Bill.
sure, no problem. And I'll try to keep this camera off of other vets in the meantime. Everything come back okay on that? Okay. Can I put this back in my... I'm gonna get a little time in with my son while I'm waiting on you guys to figure this out.
hit by a car.
So give me some more of what you say.
Okay. There you go. We're almost 10,000 strong now. Vets, widows, and dependents, and people who have basically just got screwed over by the VA. We ain't taking it no more.
Yeah, we've got a good project going on working on suicides.
Well, this is part of the reason. I mean, that guy that I'm doing this in honor of, he's the one that committed suicide at the Phoenix VA in April.
Well, Phoenix has got a big problem.
Oh, Phoenix, Toma, yeah, a lot of them. Take a moment and get this shot here. Pretty well secured. Yeah, no weapons today. You know, one law at a time.
But they didn't turn